Everyone, this is Lalita Singh and you are going to study science with me in class 7. Today we are discussing our 16th chapter that is called light. This is our very first video on this topic. In this chapter you will learn about what is light, rectilinear propagation of light, reflection of light, changing the path of light, and real and virtual images, mirror and images, lenses and images, and color of light. Okay. Now look at this picture. Isn't it beautiful? The Taj Mahal, right? Now see, inside the water, do you see something? Over here, the reflection of Taj Mahal is visible, right? Now look at the mirror where a girl is seeing her image. Now, can you think a reason how water and mirror behave in the same manner? The basic reason behind this is reflection of light. We have learned in our previous class that light is a form of energy which sensitize our sense of vision, which sensitize our eyes and make us able to see the object. Light itself is not visible. We cannot see the light, but we can feel the presence of light by seeing the object. Light can make us feel its presence by making the object visible for us. Whenever light fall on an object, it get reflected back and fall on the light rays are now falling on the eyes, and in this way we can see the object. Understood? Whenever light fall on an object, it's scattered by object. Some of the light rays have been absorbed by the object and some of them are getting reflected back, and these reflected back rays fall on our eyes and make us able to see the object. Whenever light fall on a surface like opaque and shiny surface which is very smooth, whenever light fall on a smooth and shiny surface which is opaque in nature, most of the light get reflected back, and when this reflected back light are perceived by our eyes, we can see the image. So basically the image is formed by the reflection of light. Whenever you see yourself in front of mirror, whenever you see your image in mirror, what happened over there? The light which is coming from the body, or you can say the light when fall from the light sources on your body, it is getting reflected back from your body and it fall on the mirror, and again from over there it get reflected back and fall on your eyes, and then you are able to see the object or to see the image. Light is the fastest traveling energy. Its speed in vacuum and air. Its speed in vacuum and air. Both of the places, its speed are nearly same. That is 3 lakh kilometer per second. Means light can travel 3 lakh kilometer in just a second. Next topic is rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear means movement in straight line. So whenever light travel, it always travel in straight line. That type of quality of light is known as rectilinear propagation. Understood? Now these property of light help us to understand the behavior of light in some of the phenomena. Let us know more about light. All luminous objects, whether natural or artificial, are the sources of light. So the sun and the star, they are all the sources of light. Even the bulb, or we can say lighted candle, these are also the sources of light because they give light. So these objects which give light are known as luminous objects. So examples are what? Sun, star, candle, bulb, etc. Now you must have noticed a beam of sunlight coming through a narrow opening of a hole like this. Right? Beam of light when falling on the narrow opening, it comes like this. You may have also seen the beam of light in different sources of light like torches, a laser torch, lamp post, etc. A circus show or headlight of the car also show different kind of beam of light. So what is beam? A beam of light may be a parallel where all the light rays are parallel to each other like this. Basically light rays are shown with one arrow, and when we are talking about beam of light is what? A collection of rays of light. So a beam of light can be In parallel condition means all the rays are in parallelly arranged, or it can be convergent in condition. Convergent means when light ray come from a broad source. You can see these are the broad source from where the light is coming, okay, and they are meeting at a point. You can see they are meeting at a point. This type of light is known as convergent light. The arrow over here is showing the direction of movement of light. Okay, now the third kind of beam of light maybe is divergent beam of light, which is exactly opposite to convergent beam of light. Why? Because over here the source of light is narrow, whereas when it comes from over here it gets spread like this. Okay, this type of beam of light which come from a narrow space and get diverted in a get spread in very large area, this type of beam of light is known as divergent beam of light. Similarly, a beam of light always travel along a straight line. The light is always traveling in a straight line. This is because it is nothing else but a collection of billions of rays together. Now let us perform an activity to understand how light travel in straight line, or we can prove with the help of this activity that light always travel in straight line. Just look at the activity number 1. Okay, you can see the child is looking through a pipe-like structure which is straight in first case, and in second case it is bent. So to perform this activity we need a candle. You can see over here candle is placed and a flexible tube. With the help of these two things we can prove that light always travel in straight line. Okay, so what we have to do? But first we will take the flexible tube and place it in front of the candle, burning candle, like this. The arrangement will be like this. And now you are allowed to see from the other end that is the candle visible or not. You will see that candle is very much visible to you, right? Because light always travel in straight line. So the lightened candle over here, it is moving, the light rays from the candle is moving in the straight line and it is falling on the eyes directly. Clear? Now in the second case what we have to do? We have to bend the tube, the same tube, we have to bend the tube a little. And now we will place the candle at the one end and we will try to look at it from the second end. Now look at the candle. Are you able to see the candle? No, we can't. Why? Because light always travel in straight line. Okay, so whenever the light is coming from the candle, it is going to be travel like this. So it can't reach the eyes of a person. Understood? So in the second case, we are not able to see the candle because the bent light does not allow the light to travel to our eyes. Understood? Now second activity is to prove that light always travel in straight line. What we have to do in this activity, we need to have 3 cardboard sheets. First, second and third. 3 cardboard sheets. Okay. And a matchbox and a candle so that we can lighten the candle like this. Understood? Now what we will have to do? We will take these 3 pieces of cardboard and a matchbox and a candle and make a small hole in the middle of each of these 3 cardboard. Okay. Now light the candle and place it on the table in such a manner so that flame of the candle is at same level of the whole of the cardboard. Like this. Okay, the cardboard piece must not touch each other. This have to be this is a precaution which we have to follow. Okay, next is look at the burning candle through the holes in the first piece of cardboard. Okay, and place the second piece of cardboard between you and the candle so that you can see the candle through the holes. Now repeat the same with the help of third piece of cardboard so that you can still see the candle. Now the 3 cardboards are arranged in parallel manner and holes of each of the cardboard is in straight line. So you are able to see the candle. Now the candle can be seen through the holes because they are all arranged in a straight line. So we can conclude through this activity that light always travel in straight line. Just think about a condition when the holes were not in their proper condition, or it was displaced for any of the cardboard. You wouldn't be able to see it because the light cannot travel in curved line or in any other way. It always travel in straight line. Okay, now reflection of light or changing the path of light is the next topic. We have learned in our previous classes that light can only travel in straight line. It cannot be curved, right? But light can change its path by bouncing back from a reflecting surface. Whenever the light fall on reflecting surface, it gets bounced back. Maybe you can recall the previous class activity where we have focus the light rays coming out from the torch on a mirror where it get bounced back. Okay, this is the way how the light is changing its direction. Okay, this is the way how the light change its direction. So over here, to understand more about some important term related to reflection of light, we can discuss these following points, that are incident ray, reflected ray, normal, angle of incident, angle of reflection, point of incident. Okay, but this is what? This is mirror. A straight line which is having combing appearance. Okay, combing appearance with a point O is actually a mirror. Okay, so to understand all these terms, we need a mirror. Understood? Now, the first term that we are going to study is incident ray. See over here, this is what incident ray is. So just understand first what is the meaning of incident ray. When a light fall on an object, any opaque object or any reflecting surface, okay, when the light is falling on any opaque object or any reflecting surface, this light which is falling on the reflecting surface is known as incident ray. It is termed as incident ray. The light ray which is falling on the reflecting surface is known as incident ray. Just see the arrowhead over here. The ray of light which is falling on the surface, the arrowhead is indicating the direction of motion. So over here, AO is what? AO is incident ray. Understood? Now next term is reflected ray. Okay, when the light ray which has hit the surface, okay, which has hit the mirror, they will bounce back. Really, they will get bounced back. So this bouncing back light is known as a reflected ray. Just see over here, when AO has hit the mirror, it get returned back into the same medium in the form of OB. Okay, so this light ray which is coming out from the mirror after getting reflected is known as reflected ray, and we have named it as OB. So over here OB is what? A reflected ray. Understood? Now the next term is normal. So what is normal? Normal is a perpendicular line which is coming out from the point of incident on the reflecting surface. Okay, what is normal? Normal is a imaginary line. It is an imaginary line which is coming out from the point of incident into the same medium. It is not a real ray. It is just imaginary line. It will always perpendicular to the reflecting surface. Understood? Only the point, we are always focused on this term, that this normal will be perpendicular, means it will make a 90-degree angle with the reflecting surface. I am not talking about the whole mirror, because if the mirror is plain then it does not matter. Okay, but if the mirror is having irregularity or the surface is having irregularity, then it is the most important point to be focused on, that the angle of 90 degrees should be formed with the reflecting surface, not the entire structure. Okay, the angle should be formed with the point of incident only. So the normal is an imaginary line which is coming out from the point of incident. It is always making 90-degree angle with the reflecting point or reflecting surface. Understood what is normal? Over here you can see it is coming out from point of incident to N. It is ON, which is normal. Now again and again I am telling you about point of incident. Now what is point of incident? The exact point, okay, exact point on the surface of mirror where the light rays are hitting, okay, or from where the reflected rays are coming is known as point of incident. What is point of incident? Point of incident is the exact location from where the light rays are coming out. Understood? Now the next term is angle of incident. Whenever we say angle, it means some angle have to be formed away. Just look at in this structure, where is the angle formation? Okay, it is between ray of incident and normal, and of course between reflected ray and normal. So what is angle of incident? Angle of incident is, okay, an angle which is formed between the incident ray and normal. You can see over here it is the incident ray and it is the normal. So the angle which is formed between the incident ray and normal is known as angle of incident. Understood? The angle between incident ray and normal means angle AON is what? Angle of incident. It can be denoted as angle I. I over here is indicating incident ray. Understood? So angle I will represent angle of incident. Understood class? Now the next term is angle of reflection. Next term is angle of reflection. So what is angle of reflection? Angle of reflection is an angle which is formed between the reflected ray and normal. Angle of reflection is what? The angle formed between the reflected ray and normal. So over here you can see this is what? An angle of reflection from angle BON. Understood? Angle BON. It can be represented as, angle of reflection can be represented as angle R, but the R is small letter. Okay, the R will be written as a small letter because small letter R is indicating reflected ray and small letter I is going to indicate the incident ray. So angle small I is incident ray, angle small r is angle of reflection, angle of incident. Okay class, angle I is angle of incident. Now over here the images whenever formed, it can be formed by two types. Okay, it can be of two types. The images that is formed can be of two types. One is known as real image, whereas the second one is known as virtual image. Okay, one is known as real and the second one is known as virtual. Just understand the meaning behind real and virtual first. Real means something when originally present, and virtual means it is imaginary or it is something which is not over there. Understood? So real images are what? When the image formed on a screen. Okay, when the image can be obtained on a screen, this type of image is called real image. The image that you see in movie hall is actually formed on screen. Okay, it is received by the screen. Previously the screen was blank. Whenever the projector is projecting the light on the screen get lightened and various type of images can be seen over there. Why? Because the image is able to formed on screen. That type of image which is able to be received by screen is known as a real image. Why do we call it a real image? Because over there real ray of light are involved in formation of image. You can see in your 3D lab. 3D lab is also having a real image. Understood? Now next is virtual image. The image which is formed when the ray of light appears to meet each other but actually do not intersect each other. This type of image is called virtual image. It means what? Over there no light which is intersecting each other, but we can imagine them that over there light is present, and that type of image whenever received by our eyes are known as virtual image. It is always formed behind the screen. Okay, and it is the kind of reflection most common to us, because this is what happen when we see ourselves in a plain mirror. Just see how this happen. See over here, this is a ball which is acting as an object. which is receiving the light from the light sources and they are reflecting it, and this reflected rays are hitting on the mirror, so it is acting as incident ray. Okay, for object it is the rays coming from the object are behaving as incident ray. So the light rays coming from the ball is falling on the mirror, and later on they get reflected or bounce back into the same medium and received by the monkey. Okay, but what do monkey see? Monkey can't see the bent light or inverted light. Okay, they can only see the straight line. Light is, because light can also only travel in straight line, we assume that what the light is coming straightly from where? If the monkey is seeing the object with the help of mirror, just follow the vision of the monkey. From this point the light is coming and they are coming from the mirror, and from the behind the mirror you can see the object for monkey is placed behind the mirror, but actually there is nothing. Because the object is over here, light is coming and they are getting reflected back, but for the monkey image is present behind the mirror. So this type of image when perceived by us is known as virtual image. Next topic is mirror and images. Okay, what is this? Mirror and images. So we know that mirror is a very smooth surface of glass which is made to reflect the light. Okay, and the reflection quality has been provided to the mirror by polishing one of the plain glass, okay, with silver on one side. We have to pick a glass and we have to polish its one side with the help of silver, and then we coat it with lead. Okay, so in this way what will happen? The simple glass will behave as a mirror. Understood? Clear? And because now it is reflecting the light, maximum light is now getting reflected back from the mirror. You can see this is a mirror, this is a mirror. So basically mirrors can be of two types. One is plain mirror and the second is curved mirror. Understood? Not the shape but the exact mirror we are talking about. Okay, so the mirror can be plain, can be curved. Now let us study the image formed by these both type of mirror. First we are going to look at the images formed by a plain mirror. The looking glass in which we look ourselves on daily basis is what? Is a plain mirror. A plain mirror is a flat, smooth glass surface which is polished with the silver on its back face. The other face of the glass will act as a reflecting surface. To understand more about plain mirror and the image formed by it, let us perform an activity. Just see over here. To perform this activity number 3. Okay, to study the image formed by a plain mirror, what do we need? We need a plain mirror first. Okay, a table, a toy, a toy drummer or any other toy can also help us to do this activity. Now to perform this activity, what we need to do? We will take a plain mirror with the stand and support so that it can stand vertically upright. Now place it on the table and put a toy drummer in front of it. There will be a clear image of toy drummer visible in the mirror. Move the toy to different position and observe the image in each of the cases. Now you will be able to see that the size of the toy drummer is same as the image. Okay, the image and the toy drummer size is equal. Understood? And as the toy drummer is standing in upright condition, so the image is also standing in upright condition. Understood? What is there when the toy is raising its left hand, the toy drummer is raising their right hand. Okay, this is what a thing that you must notice. Okay, as the image has changed from right to left and left to right. Okay, this is why the ambulance is written like this on an ambulance. Okay, why? So that the moving vehicle which is in front of the vehicle, they can see the reflection in their side mirror and they can understand that the ambulance is coming. Understood? Now we have to perform activity number 4 to understand or to study the distance between the object and its image formed by the plane mirror to get the image on the screen. Okay, so to perform this activity we need a plane mirror, a toy car and a table, just like as shown in the figure. Now we will take a plane mirror with a stand and place it vertically on the table. Now we will place a toy car in front of the mirror at a small distance from it. Now look at the image in the mirror. Push the car lightly so that it move toward the mirror. Now allow the car to move in backward direction, means away from the mirror. Now hold a sheet of white paper behind the mirror and move it forward and in backward. Do you find the image of toy car on the sheet of the paper? Now hold the sheet of the paper in front of mirror and move the toy car in backward direction or forward direction. Now notice whether the image of the toy car appear on the paper or not. Now what do you observe? When the toy car is pushed toward the mirror, the image is also moving toward the mirror. Similarly, when it is pushed away from the mirror, it is also the toy car, the image is also moving away from the mirror. The image formed by a plane mirror is always at the same distance from the behind the mirror as the object was in front of it. So we can say that the distance of the object from mirror is equal to the distance of image from the mirror. Okay, we could not get the image formed by plane mirror on a sheet of paper. Why? Because it cannot be obtained on the screen. That is why it is virtual. Understood, class? Thus, we can summarize all the characteristics of image formed by plane mirror as: say that when image is formed with the help of plane mirror, just see over here, a person standing in front of mirror of 4 feet height, the person or the reflection of mirror is also of 4 feet height. We can say that the image formed through the plane mirror is of same size, okay, as the real size of the object. Now second thing is, it is standing properly condition in upright condition. So the image is also in upright condition. So we can say that the image formed by a plane mirror is also upright and erect. Okay, now about distance, just see over here, this chess piece is kept in chessboard. Just count the number in front of the mirror. It is approximately, not approximately, it is surely 7. We are having 7 pieces of checkboard. Okay, check boxes are there, 7 check boxes are there in front of the object. Now see over here in the mirror. In the mirror, it is also 7 boxes apart, means it is present in the 8 boxes as like the object. Okay, so we can say the image is formed at the same distance behind the mirror as the object was in front of it. Understood? Now about laterally inverted, just see over here, the person over here is raising their right hand, but what about the image? Is the image raising their right hand? No, they are raising their left hand. So with the help of this figure, we can say that whenever we see the image in mirror, what will happen? Left side of the body will behave as a right side in the image, and right side of the body will behave as the left side of the image. It means the image is laterally inverted, left side straight into right side. Okay, the image cannot be obtained on the screen. The image cannot be obtained on the screen. Why? Because of this. You can see the monkey over here. They are seeing the object behind the mirror. So this type of image is known as virtual image. Thus, the image formed by plane mirror is virtual image. Understood, class? Now, next is uses of plane mirror. Okay, now plane mirror are used as looking glasses that we look on daily basis, okay, to see our reflection. Now next is second point, they are used for making kaleidoscope and periscope. This is what a kaleidoscope is. Okay, it is giving you a multiple reflection of an object, and this is the periscope, which is using 2 plane mirrors which is fitted at 45-degree angle and which is making us able to see the object of different height. Understood? So these two are made with the help of plane mirror. Now there are another use as a reflector in solar cooker and compound microscope. You can see that lots of plane mirror are used in this figure to reflect the light. Okay, now next is there are used to record the observation in some of the specific apparatus such as barometer. Plane mirror is also used to observe some of the specific datas, okay, in apparatus such as barometer. You might have observed sometime the image formed by a shiny surface is not exactly the same as of the object. Okay, maybe possible the images are larger than the object, or it can be upside down, and even sometime it is in shorter size. So this all happen with the help of a curved or spherical mirror. About this we will study in our next class. Until then, have a nice day everyone.